For Jesus' freedom from the Lord China. And here's Victoria Mushi from Wexford. Enjoy watching!
Ang gusto ng Panginoon, matiwasay ang ating buhay at makinabang tayo bagamat maiksi ang buhay. Tanggapin na lang para mabawasan ang hirap ng loob. Kaya niyo bang ulitin yan? Mga katotohanan na dapat tanggapin, yakapin, at tayo ay mag-adjust para sa ikabubuti ng ating buhay. I shall be reading from the Contemporary English Version most of the time, unless otherwise stated. Ecclesiastes 8:15. So I think we should get as much out of life as we possibly can. There is nothing better than to enjoy our food and drink and to have a good time. Then we can make it through the troublesome life that God has given us here on earth. Huwag nating pagkamalian na yun lamang ang goal ng buhay. Solomon doesn't mean to confine us only to these three goals that to some religious people may seem so mundane and so ordinary and shallow. But what Solomon is telling us is that life is indeed troublesome, and for us to get the most out of it, for us to receive the most blessing from the Lord, we really should be doing a few things. At isa nga doon, baguhin ang pwedeng baguhin para gawin hawa tayo, tanggapin ang hindi na pwedeng baguhin pa. Life can indeed be troublesome, and people should balance this by maximizing enjoyment. To minimize pain, frustration and disappointment, disillusionment and disorientation, and inconvenience, there are some facts of life that should be accepted and even appreciated. That as we mature spiritually, we are more equipped to appreciate that which we used to dislike. Sapagkat ang binibigay sa atin ay Espiritu ng Diyos na para mag-adjust ay napakalaki. The capacity of the human person to adjust is immense because we were made in God's image. And there's vast resources of power available, especially to those who believe. Ano mga facts of life yan? These are the facts of life that we must accept. One, that people change. Also, that partners can become unfaithful. That people can get sick, they age, and they die. Fortunes change. Success invites unwanted attention. Love hurts. Only one wins. And some attempts fail. Ngayon po, dadagdagan natin para sa ating kapakinabangan. Una dyan, many people forget your goodness. Many people are ungrateful. Take this to heart. It is a fact of life. Maraming hindi tumatanaw ng utang na loob. Maraming mga tao, ano man ang ibigay mo, kulang pa rin. Maraming taong gawin mo ng mabuti ng 9 na taon, sa 10 taon, wala ka na maibigay, ikaw pa rin ang masama. It's a fact of life. Huwag niyong ipagluksa, huwag niyong ipaglungkot, luma na yan. 2 Timothy 3:2, people will love only themselves, they will also be ungrateful. Of course, it foretells of a time when love will grow cold. But it's not new. It has always been happening. People can be ungrateful. Tama na inyong mga pagdurusa dahil hindi kayo pinapansin ng dati niyong tinulungan. Kinalimutan kayo nung yumaman. Nabaliwala ang inyong mga pagsisikap nung siya ay malakas na. Nangyayari yun. Luke 17:17-19. Doon ang Panginoon may pagalinging 10 ketongin, isa lang ang bumalik para magpasalamat. Jesus asked, weren't 10 men healed? Where are the other 9? Why was this foreigner the only one who came back to thank God? Then Jesus told the man, you may get up and go. Your faith has made you well. Yan ang sinasabi, nakakapagtaka. Bakit mayroong 10 pinagaling, isa lang nagpasalamat? Gano'ng karaming tinutulungan niyang nagpapasalamat? Pero kung inyo ikalulungkot ang bawat hindi nila pagpapasalamat, wala na kayong gagawin sa buhay kundi malungkot. O kaya titigil na kayo maging mabuti, which is worse. Even the people during the Lord's time were mostly ungrateful to Him. Do good, but be ready not to be appreciated, not to be remembered, especially by your beneficiaries. Derive your joy from giving itself. Ang ikasaya natin yung pagbibigay, kahit hindi tayo pasalamatan, ang ikasaya mo hindi yung pasalamat, yung nakagawa ka ng mabuti. Derive joy from the good fruit of your work and not from being celebrated. Derive your joy from the Lord's pleasure and recognition. After all your good deeds are recorded in the most important books ever. 1 Corinthians 15:58, my dear friends, stand firm and don't be shaken. Always keep busy working for the Lord. You know that everything you do for Him is worthwhile. Revelation 20:12, also saw the dead people standing in front of that throne. Kita niya, siguro, pero hindi naman niya kayo kayang dalhin lahat. So kung kakain kayo, meron kang 5 piso, i-donate mo man lang kahit 10 piso, kahit ang babayaran niya, 1,000. Mag-donate ka kahit 50 kung yan ang kaya mo. At least konsuelo niya na nagdo-donate ka. Hindi yung komo mas malaki ang kita niya sa'yo, lagi ka na lang niyang ililibre, may kita ka naman. Sa mga kamag-anak, sa mga barkadahan, hindi dapat lahat libre. Kung minsan, mabait kang pamangkin, meron kang gustong ipasyal na tiya, tiyo, ipapasyal mo. Pati mga anak nun sasama, ililibre mo rin kahit may trabaho. Makapal. Anong tawag doon? Di ba? Pinsan sasama ako, isasama mo pala si mami. Oo, pero mami mo lang ililibre ko kasi ang tanda na niya, ikaw pinsan, may trabaho, maglabas ka naman, ang kunat mo naman. Pinsan lang kita, inaasahan mo, itataguyod din kita, hindi ba kahiya yun? Pero maraming mga ganon. Napakahirap ang umasenso kasi maraming mag-aabuso sa'yo. Kaya kumisan, hindi na lang natutuloy. Gusto mo kumisang mag-party, imbitahin ang mga kamag-anak mo, pero wala nang magdadala ni ano. Hindi man lang mag-contribute kahit konti kasi yung nag-o-host, bilang, maganda na ba ang trabaho nun? So, ang nangyayari, nawawala ng motivation na maging mabuti. Kung nasa abroad, hindi na lang umuwi talaga. Lalo't ang mga kamag-anak ay mga limatic na sumisipsip ng kadalang dugo at di walang straw. Diretso talaga. So, kailangan marunong tayong makisama. Hindi natin sobrang pinapahirapan ang naaasahan. Meron naman magkakapatid. Meron silang isang kapatid, nagkasakit, ipinagamot ng kapatid number 1. Yung dapat ibang kapatid, magpasalamat na lang na hindi na sila nagkagastos, sinagot na ni kapatid number 1, pero hindi, magseselos pa sila, pati yung sakit nila, gusto, sagutin na rin nila ni kapatid number 1. Gusto mo sabihin, alam mo, magkakapatid tayong lahat, di ba? Dapat lahat tayo nag-aambag. Sinolo ko na nga. Ngayon, gusto mo, ikaw ilibre na rin kita. Di ba dapat magpasalamat ka na lang na hindi ka nag-donate? Huwag ka nang pabigat. Huwag ka nang sumama sa mga tatanggap. Kasi hindi kakayanin. Huwag nating abusuhin. Another fact of life, love doesn't always get love in return. Hindi lahat ng pag-ibig ay sinusuklian ng pag-ibig din. At alam yan ng marami sa atin, hindi dahil mahal mo, mahal ka rin. Ha? Ganun talaga, nagmahal ka, hindi ka mahal, enjoyin mo na lang yun. At least nagmahal ka. Sino ba ang mas nag-enjoy? Yung nagmamahal sa hindi nagmamahal sa kanya? O yung minamahal lang hindi naman niya mahal? Di ba mas nag-enjoy naman yung nagmamahal ka at hindi ka minahal? Kasi talagang nag-enjoy ka. Pero yung minamahal ka nang hindi mo minamahal, nabubwisit ka pa nga madalas. Dahil, hindi ka interesado sa pagmamahal niya. Walang effect sa'yo yun. Di ba? Kaya kahit na ang mahal niyo, hindi kayo mahal, enjoy na lang yung loving it. At least hindi kayo na zero. God loves people and many people don't love God back. Samson loved Delilah and she did not love him in return. Dinaya pa nga niya. So do not treat love as an investment na dapat kikita ka at may tubo. In fact, no investment is ever sure. Lalo ng emotional investment. Love for the joy of loving. Like give for the joy of giving. Express for the pleasure of expressing your love. Hindi yung naghihintay ka pa na mag-express din sa'yo. Kung wala, hindi wala. Ganun talaga ang buhay. Totoo yung mahal kita, mahal mo siya, mahal niya ay iba. Kaya nga naging kanta At least kung kasama ka doon sa chain ng mahal, kahit ikaw yung hindi minamahal, nakasama ka man lang. Pasalamat ka na doon. Another fact of life, many people borrow and never pay. Maraming nangungutang, hindi nagbabayad. Psalm 37:21, an evil person borrows and never pays back. Ang galing umutang. Pag-uutang ng puhunan, ang ganda ng business, madaling kumita, 3 buwan lang, babalik na ang lahat ng puhunan. Pautangin mo yan, 3 taon na hindi ka pa binabalikan, matumal Yung feasibility study niya para mautangan ka, ang ganda. Pero pag bayaran na, biglang pangit na yung negosyo. Pag may mangungutang, magbibigay pa ng date, kayang-kaya kong bayaran in 2 weeks. 2 weeks pala in 10 years. Hindi lang sinabi yung 10 years. Do not lend what you are not ready to lose or write off. Kung magpapahiram ka kapatid, ang ipahiram mo lang yung handa ka ng kalimutan kung sakaling subain ka. Again, ang kausap ko yung nagpapahiram, hindi yung nanunuba. Katwiran mo lang ito, ikaw yung nagbigay para gumaan ang loob mo, pero hindi ito katwiran nung nangutang. When in doubt, do not lend. Better, give. Ibigay mo na lang. Ipanalangin mong bigyan ka rin pag nagkaroon siya, at kung hindi, edi ibinigay mo na lang, hindi ka umasa. Kesa utang pa kunwari, umaasa ka, hindi rin naman mababayaran eh. Paano mo papalawagin ang loob mo? Balance in the universe will give you back what you give away. Pag may binigyan ka o pinuutang, hindi ka binayaran, babayaran ka ng universe, babayaran ka ng langit another way. At ituring mo na lang ito. In fact, nauna ka nang bigyan, kaya ka nakapagbigay o nakapagpautang eh. So, baka talagang nandun yon para ipautang mo. Again, para ito sa nagpapautang. Iba na yung malinaw ang usapan. Pay, and the universe will pay you for what you cannot collect. In the same force, in the same way, the force of balance and justice of God will collect from you what you do not pay. Justice of God will get from you what you do not give. Because balance is the basic law of life. Yung hindi mo kusang ibinibigay, aagawin din sa'yo ng tadhana. Yung ayaw mong ibayad, tatanggalin din sa'yo ng kapalaran. Mas masakit pa kaysa nagbayad ka na lang. Another fact of life, some people can really be very vexing. Pastor Kristiyano po ako, naiinis po ako, normal po ba yan? Normal na normal. Huwag mong isiping abnormal ka dahil Christian ka. Marami talagang taong nakakainis. Pero wala ka magagawa. God has created many of them. And they are amply provided with people that are difficult to like. Yun ang krus na ating babathin. At talaga namang maraming nagkakainis ang mga tao. Sa Bible lang sa New Testament, sila nagkakainisan. Acts 15:37 to 39. Barnabas wanted to take along John, whose other name was Mark. But Paul did not want to, because Mark had left them in Pamphylia and had stopped working with them. Paul and Barnabas argued, then each of them went his own way. Barnabas took Mark and sailed to Cyprus. O sila nagbabangayan, layasan natin si ganyan, hindi natin siya kasundo, nagtatalo-talo. Sila nga nagkaka-conflict. Tayo din. Normal lang yun. Ang mahalaga, huwag mong hayaan yun na makagulo sa'yo na sobra. The Arabs have a saying, close the door that brings in the draft. Kung may pinto, yun ang dinadaanan ng ambon, doon dumadaan yung ampyas, sabi nila sa Laguna. Doon pumapasok ang hangin at ulan, hindi isara mo yung pinto. Mahirap bang isipin yun? So may taong nakakainis, pupunta sa salamay ng Martes, di Miyerkules ka magpunta. Kung alam mo yung schedule niya. Kesa naman magtiis ka. Umiwas ka na lang. Proverbs 20:19, avoid anyone who talks too much. And you know you talk too much, so they will already cut you because they have no natural entry point because you talk too much. You know, you talk too much, it will only nod and say yes or no kasi wala naman silang masabi. Makahalata ka dapat if you talk too much. And then people will avoid you. Proverbs 14:7, stay away from fools or you won't learn a thing. Meron talagang dapat iwasan. Hindi masamang umiwas. Avoid vexing people that you can avoid. Yung mga nakakainis, nakakairita, nakakapagpagalit, kung hindi nyo sila kayang baguhin ang inyong pag-ibig at panalangin, iwasan nyo na lang. O baguhin yung attitude nyo, pero kung hindi pa rin mabago, naiinis pa rin kayo, umiwas. Avoid and adjust. And then adjust to vexing people that you cannot avoid. May mga tao hindi mo pwedeng iwasan eh. Nanay mo pala. Yung nakakayamot na ugali pala, manugang mo, biyanan mo, hindi mo maiwasan, adjust. The capacity to adjust is a measurement of intelligence. Mas matalino ang tao, mas nakakagawa ng paraan na makaimbento ng kapayapaan sa pakikipagkapwa. Find ways to balance vexations, usually by aloneness, by well-timed quietude, or silence. And sometimes when people annoy you and they keep asking you and talking to you, answer them with the best answer of all, silence. Because your silence will reach people farther than many speeches that you can write. Proverbs 21:9, it's better to stay outside on the roof of your house than to live inside with a nagging wife. Now do not forget that the roofs in the Middle East are different. They are flat like balconies. And it's possible for you to dwell and live in those roofs. Pero sabi pa, mabuti pa tumira ka na lang sa isang sulok ng bubong nyo kesa nasa loob ka nga ng bahay, ang kasama mo naman takitik, takatak, takitik, takatak, walang tigil. No? Para matahimik ka, humanap ka ng private space. And remember, brothers and sisters, do not be a vexation to others. Well, you cannot control others. If they are the vexations, you have a great control over yourself. So test yourself if you are a vexation. Do you provoke people to anger a lot of time? Do you provoke them to walk out on you? Then you are probably vexing. Kailangan sukatin natin ang ating sarili. At huli na gusto nating pag-aralan ngayon, a fact of life, chance happens. Hindi lahat ng nangyayari may logic o may reason. Not everything that happens is a rhyme, reason, or logic. Yung iba, parang random. And the Bible, no less, says that. Ecclesiastes 9:11, here is something else I have learned. The fastest runners and the greatest heroes don't always win races and battles. Wisdom, intelligence, and skill don't always make you wealthy, rich, or popular. We each have our share of bad luck. Sabi, hindi ko mo mabilis kang tumakbo, ikaw mananalo sa karera. Hindi ko mo malakas ka, ikaw ang mananalo sa gyera. Hindi ko mo matalino ka, ikaw ang magkakapera. Lahat talaga kumisan, dinadapuan ng malas. Maraming Christian allergic sa word malas. Ay di kalabanin niyo Ecclesiastes 9:11. Yan ang may sabi, hindi ako. I'm only quoting. Meron naman talaga malas, di ba? Pero kadalasan na sinasabi nating malas, ay malas, siya na naman ang nawalan ng wallet. Ay malas, siya na naman ang nawalan ng cellphone. Ang tawag kasi doon kumisang, burara. Hindi malas. Careless. Yung may nasunog na bahay,